Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Platinum, here still in the Oreburgh City. I'm actually going to be going south just of here, and we're just going to be exploring a different section. In the last episode, we kind of did like a little bit of a few things. Pretty much arriving here, battling Barry, and, you know, training up our Pokemon just a little bit. Now, as you make your way like south of Oreburgh City, you'll probably come across like the coal mine area of it. This is actually a section that you need to actually come to in order to advance, I guess, in this city, because the city gym leader is actually situated down in this area, and yeah, we just need to find him. He's not really hard to find. For the time being, I'm just gonna explore the outskirts of the area of the coal mine, or the Oreburgh mine, or whatever you want to call it. Over here, you'll be able to pick up a couple of items. One, a yellow shard, and the other one was a dire hit or something like that. I don't know, whatever. The yellow shard is actually one of 3 different shards that you can actually get in this game. I think there's a green and red shard. The more different color shards, or like shards that you collect through in this game, there'll be different people scattered around in the Sinnoh region that will collect these shards from you, and you can actually trade them for like moves for your Pokemon that you can learn, I think. So that's something for like later on in the game, which I'm not really going to cover off too much now. There's no point me going to explain, because to be honest, when you do explore the Sinnoh region, you definitely will come across like a lot of these shards. So it's kind of like a good idea to keep hold of them. And yeah, so coming down this way, you'll speak to this miner, I guess, or whatever he is. He's pretty much a worker, and he will give you a super potion, which is always nice. So nothing's there. I kind of thought something was just in that little rock. Sometimes if you go up to these random rocks, you might be able to pick up like a random item. But yeah, that's the outskirts of the mine. This was actually perfectly designed, I felt like. The looks of it just looks pretty cool. And yeah, for the time being, I'm actually just going to be training Petal and Happy Feet. The reason I'm going to be only training them is because the upcoming gym battle specializes in Rock-type Pokémon, which we kind of found out in the last episode. So keep that in mind. If you have either Turtwig or Piplup as your starter, you will probably favour yourself as a matchup against the gym leader eventually, when we do come across him to battle against him. So yeah, other Pokemon that you may want to try and consider is probably Budew. Just north of the Oreburgh City on Route 207, you can actually find yourself a Machop, and I think for early levels of the Machop, you can actually learn Low Kick, which is also like another advantage over the Rock-type Pokemon, because fighting moves are super effective to Rock. So yeah, that's kind of some ideas that you can at least take into account and maybe go forward with. So this is the coal mine area. It's not exactly too big. There's actually various workers here. They'll all have Machops. There's actually 2 trainers that you can actually fight in this area. Not one being a wild Geodude. Wild Pokemon that you can actually find in here are actually Onix and Geodude, what you can see here, and actually Zubat. I think they're all different levels. If you do have a Piplup or Turtwig quite under-leveled, say for example like mine is only level 10, I guess maybe fighting in this area for like at least a couple of levels is good for the wild encounters, because you know, you probably are likely to be facing Onix and Geodudes quite regularly. And other than maybe the Zubat, that will just be prominently just annoying, just always constantly around. But yeah, because they're kind of weak to your water and any grass type moves, that's kind of good to go. If you were to have a Chimchar, you may struggle in this first gym, I guess, unless if you train the Chimchar as your only Pokemon through all the trainers that you kind of saw in the last episodes. I believe it learns Mach Punch, which is a level 14 or 15 move that it can learn. And that's actually a fighting type move priority. It's not the strongest type of fighting move, but it's something at least to take note of if you only decided just to pick up Chimchar along your travels. But good trainers usually pick up like different Pokemon, different typing, different advantages for different scenarios. It's something I usually try and do anyway. If I did start with Chimchar, I would have probably picked up a Budew as well, to be honest, just because with it being a good, decent, semi-decent grass type at low level, it kind of does work against the upcoming gym leader. And speaking of the gym leader, here he is with his cool trusty hat. And yeah, he just demonstrates how to break rocks with the Rock Smash, which was the item that we picked up on the travels here to the city. So that's kind of cool. He's an Onix. He now decides to make his way back to the gym. That's really it. All you need to do is come down to the coal mine, speak to the Roark, the gym leader, that's his name, and he will pretty much just go back to the gym, and he will be waiting for the ever so encountful battle against you. So check out the Onix, and yeah, let's see if we go up another level, because that's about 138, and we do. Excellent. The more levels I at least can get up at this point, I'm going to be pretty happy with. So with that being said, let's see. I'm going to actually change things around maybe, I don't know, shall I? It's kind of like, do I really want to like not synchro summon, I'm thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh! If I want to like keep everything in sync with levels, that's what I'm going to go for. Okay, so this trainer, Worker Colin, has a wild Geodude level 6. Yeah, if you were to be just training either like your Budew, Piplup or Turtwig for example, this area is pretty good for it. So that Geodude's not going to be causing any trouble. I think if you were to have a Turtwig, by now it should be learning Razor Leaf. If I remember correctly, it learns Razor Leaf quite early in this game, so that's pretty good. It's a decent grass type move for low level grass type Pokemon, and this trainer actually has a Machop as well instead, which ain't probably going to cause too much trouble. Okay, so this Machop may maybe take a little bit longer than normal. So my strategy for like the upcoming gym battle, hopefully, is going to be making sure that I keep my Budew and Piplup around as much as possible, because Roark is actually a decent gym leader compared to like previous first gym leaders in other games. If I can remember correctly, in the first generation, it was Brock, who also specialized in Rock-type Pokémon, but his Pokémon were only Onix and Geodude. I think there were different levels for each different game, so I think there might be like between level 12 and 14, I can't remember exactly. For the Johto series, the first gym leader was, I can't remember his name now, but he specialized in flying-type Pokemon, and they were very, very weak because, yeah, I think he had a Pidgey level 9 and a Pidgeotto level 12 or 14, so to be honest, that didn't really cause too much problems. God, I can't remember the gym leader's name, that's quite embarrassing. Who was the third generation? I think, was that also another rock type, or was it fighting? I think it was a rock type as well. Yeah, I think that the other gym leader in the third generation was a rock type gym leader as well. So yeah, I think they had a nose pass, a Geodude or something like that. I'm just going to quickly nip to the Pokemon Center. Okay, so thinking about it, yeah, there's really no need for me to be mentioning too much on the other games. Let's just be concentrating on the upcoming gym battle against Roark. I'm just thinking of too many things at once, which is a pretty bad idea to do. Okay, let's just go to the gym, and with our trusty Pokemon, let's go inside the first gym. Now, as you enter the gym, usually there will be one person, as you can see, with his shades on. You know, wearing shades inside of a building just doesn't make sense to me. But the good thing about talking to this gentleman, or in any of the Pokemon games, he will actually give you some pretty useful information and some useful tips. He'll tell you what the gym leader may specialize in, and he'll also tell you ways to beat the gym leader. But if you've obviously been tuning in perfectly well, you'll definitely know that I've always gave you that information pretty much from the get-to-go. So usually in each of the gyms that you do come across, there will be trainers to beat as well. The nice thing about this gym is you can actually skip the trainers, which is not recommended if you were to be getting experience, because like I said, the better experience you can get, the more levels you're more likely are to go up. And with that being said, this wild trainer has a Geodude, so keeping the monotype going with the rocks, I guess, this Geodude is almost going to go down to a absorb, but it's going to use a defense curl, which only raises its defense, but I'm using a special type move, so that doesn't really matter. And yeah, so goodbye to that Geodude. Yeah, going back to the idea of can actually skip the trainers. It's something you can do if you're not really interested in fighting the wild trainers, but because I'm going to be trying to train my Pokemon as much as possible, it's something I'm going to be doing. And ooh, we're about to learn Mega Drain. Excellent. Mega Drain is similar to Absorb. The only difference is it's actually a stronger attacking move, so it'll bring a little bit more fighting power to Budew, Pedal. So let's see what move I want to get rid of. I'm kind of thinking maybe Water Sport is kind of redundant and it's kind of useless to me personally, because I'm not really bothered about weakening the electric type moves that my opponents may eventually go for, but it may be a very long time before I actually even see like an electric type Pokemon that will be using an electric type move, for example. So I'm just going to switch things up here. Just waiting to read what he wanted to say. Sometimes they may just give you like some information. And here's the second trainer. Only those who want to win can challenge the Pokemon Gym. Well, that's a very good inspiring information that you just gave me there. So youngster Darius has a Geodude of his own. Happy Feet should really take care of this pretty easily. So let's see. Bubble that Geodude because it's pretty weak, and yeah. Goodbye Geodude. Let's see what else this trainer's gonna have. I think maybe another Geodude, for example. Oh, he has an Onix, okay. So keeping the rock theme going. Onix. I used to like Onix as a kid, because it was one of those like first few Pokemon I remember seeing in the anime, and just because of the size, it was like, wow, that was pretty cool. As a youngster, I don't know, seeing an Onix was just like pretty cool. So, yeah, I kind of had like weird thoughts when I was a kid. So anyway, go up to level 13, and no, we don't learn a new move, not just yet. Ugh, this is humiliating. It is, because you just lost to me. Now sometimes it is kind of recommended to save before you do take on like a gym leader, but I'm feeling pretty happy about this. I'm feeling confident, and we're about to take on the first gym leader. So when you are ready, step up to the gym leader and interact. Welcome, this is the Oreburgh Pokemon Gym. I'm Roark, the gym leader. I'm but one trainer who decided to walk proudly with his rock-type Pokemon. As a gym leader, I need to see your potential as a trainer, and I'll need to see the toughness of the Pokemon that battle with you. Let's begin. Alrighty then, and so Roark is going to have 3 Pokemon. First, he's going to start with a Geodude. Now this Geodude only has 2 moves, one being Rock Throw and the other being Stealth Rock. Now my strategy going into this is kind of to set up on this Geodude as much as possible with growth. Take note, Stealth Rock is a move that some of you might be aware of from my Pokemon Wi-Fi battle stuff, but if you're not aware of it, what it does is it basically laser rocks around your opposition, and every time a Pokemon that it comes into action, that Pokemon will lose so much HP. Now it will affect different Pokemon differently based on their typing, so if you were to be having a flying type Pokemon, they were more likely to take more damage from the Stealth Rock. My strategy here is just to try and get up as a couple of growths as much as possible, just because I feel like this Geodude may not do too much more with its Rock Throw, and yeah, I should be good to go, like absorbing back all of its HP with my Mega Drain. Hopefully this should be at least a 1-hit KO, because I'm at +2, I think. I think that's how the mechanics work for growth. It might be +2 or +4. I'm pretty sure it'll be +2, so my special attack is skyrocketing through the roof, so that's excellent. We're just going to take out the Geodude pretty early. And now Roark is about to send in an Onix. The Onix is actually level 12 with the moves of Rock Throw, Stealth Rock and Screech. Now the only difference is Screech from the Geodude. Screech will actually lower your defense. Now this is actually a good strategy with Roark, because Stealth Rock is both of these Pokemon of Geodude and Onix can learn that, so that may not be something you can avoid, because you might not have the move called Taunt, which prevents like Stealth Rock from being used, for example. So as you can see, the Onix has used Screech 2 times over, and that kind of sucks to be me, because I know this Mega Drain is easily going to take out the Onix. I was really hoping he would attack me for some reason, but that doesn't work out. So yeah, I do take out the Onix, but I'm kind of in trouble now because you will see as this incoming Pokemon, which is his last Pokemon, which is Cranidos, and that's a level 14 Cranidos. The moves of this Cranidos is, I believe, Headbutt, Leer, and Pursuit. So yeah, I'm kind of in trouble because I know this Cranidos is going to be faster, and because I'm at -2 defense, that Pursuit is just going to wipe out Petal. So this Cranidos, the strategy with Cranidos is to try and make sure it can't really accomplish much on its own. It needs like the Onix and Geodude to pretty much help it around itself. So it's got good natural bulk. I know that this bubble's not going to accomplish much, as you probably are going to see here. Oh yeah, I get a crit, excellent, but that's not going to be enough because yeah, that Cranidos used Leer, and Leer's actually going to lower my defense, and he would be a bit of a jerk and use a potion, but I guess he's doing it to keep his Cranidos around. I'm worrying here because my Happy Feet's not going to survive this headbutt. Cranidos is actually a pretty good attacker on the physical side, and yeah, I'm in big trouble here, guys. I really cannot do too much to this Cranidos. How embarrassing, I'm about to lose my first gym badge. Sparky's gonna come in. I really don't have anything for this Cranidos. Oh god, what to do? I only have like Tackle and Charge and Leer, and Tackle will be resisted because that's actually a normal type move against his rock type Cranidos. And yeah, there's nothing I can do. I can't outspeed the Cranidos. So it looks like I'm actually gonna lose this battle. Oh dear. Okay. So Zephyr's going to come in. Zephyr, as I did mention, the Stealth Rock will take a little bit more HP damage wise because I'm a flying type Pokemon. And this Pursuit should be more than enough to take out Zephyr, which it is, with a useless crit, I believe. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I've just lost my first gym badge against Roark and his Cranidos. I put my hands up in shame for that. Ah, dearie me. I was really feeling confident just then. And yeah, I really thought I could actually take on the Cranidos, the Onix, and the Geodude pretty comfortably there. So, if you ever do lose your battles against like a gym leader, you will be teleported straight to the Pokemon Center, or you will be like, run, Nurse Joy, save my Pokemon, blah blah blah. And yeah, every time you do lose like a gym badge to the gym leaders, they'll take so much money from your Poké Dollars. And yeah. What I'm actually going to do now is, because my strategy using Budew didn't really work out too well, and considering I can't really, I really can't affect his chances of getting Stealth Rock up against maybe the Geodude. I know that his Onix may be just a little bit faster than my Piplup, because Piplup isn't actually the most fastest Pokemon that I can actually have at this point. I'm just seeing if there was anything I could at least pick up from the Pokemon, sorry. If there's anything that I can use in the battle, maybe any X items, but because it's very early stages, that strategy can just go straight out the window. So, because I've lost the first gym badge to Roark, I'm actually going to try it again. You may be thinking that's probably a bad idea to do, but I'm actually just going to lead with Piplup this time, just to see if I can actually wipe out his first two Pokemon, because Bubble is super effective against his rock-type Pokemon. You can save at this point. I don't really like saving sometimes because it's pointless sometimes, but it depends on the situation. So yeah, he's going to introduce himself again. The dialogue will not change. So my strategy this time, hopefully, is to take out his Geodude in one turn and his Onix in one turn, just to prevent that ever so annoying like Screech and Stealth Rock, because I think maybe I have a better chance against his Cranidos that way. So same strategy as before. I'm going to leave with Happy Feet, and I'm just going to go for the Bubble. The moves won't change, so yeah, this Geodude will have Rock Throw and Stealth Rock, so excellent. I do take out the Geodude in one turn, so that does prevent one side of like Stealth Rocks getting up. Okay, so again, some good experience there. So the Onix is going to come in this time. I'm not going to change it up because I think maybe Happy Feet can either take it out or will prevent one of the two options of Stealth Rock or Screech, because okay, so he is faster. That makes sense, I guess, now. So let's go for Bubble. I'm pretty sure this might be a KO on this thing, which it is with a critical hit. Excellent. So that's good, because we don't lose our defense from the Onix. That will put a little bit more pressure on Roark just to go for the Leo if he wants to try and knock me out in at least 2 turns, because Piplup is actually a decent defensive Pokemon as well as being a good attacking Pokemon. So the Cranidos still has Headbutt, Pursuit and Leo, so knowing that his Headbutt would be pretty strong, ooh, that does less than half, so that's actually quite good for my knowledge, and Bubble just doesn't do enough there, so I'm pretty sure he's going to continue to attack here. I'm just going to continue attacking as well. Like, the idea is to, I guess, using Piplup or even Turtwig might be a little bit more easy, because Turtwig would actually have the more natural bulk, because it's more defensive than the Piplup overall. Razor Leaf will still be pretty strong against this Cranidos. So if you have actually like a Turtwig at least level 14 or 15, you may find this a little bit more easier. And yeah, he will use 1 potion. I'm going to use a super potion just because I want to make sure that my Piplup is around, because I'm pretty sure I may only get at least 1 attack against that with my Budew. Might not even get 1 attack against it at all, because it's pretty strong. Okay, let's go for another Bubble, because I know I can at least take 1 other Headbutt or Pursue if he wants to try and go for that. And woo! Oh my god. I thought I was going to take out the Cranidos then, but no. It barely survives. I should be faster, and he's not going to use a potion, so ladies and gentlemen, we do claim victory this time over the Cranidos and Roark. Oh my god, that was so tiring and stressful. But a good thing is we're going to go up on another level, because that Cranidos does give out a lot of experience. So the strategy is, if you do have a Piplup, I guess at this level, keep attacking. We're about to learn Peck. Same for Turtwig, just keep attacking and eventually you should be able to take out all the Pokemon. I'm just going to get rid of Water Sport because I don't really like it, like I did show you prior to this using my Budew. And Peck may come a little bit more useful down the line. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've just defeated the first gym leader in this game. A little bit tougher than I expected. This is embarrassing. And went and lost to a trainer who didn't have a single badge. But that's tough. You were strong and I was weak. That's all there is. According to the Pokemon League rules, I have to give you the gym badge. Here's your official Pokemon League gym badge. So you will receive the coal badge from Rock, keeping him themed to the Oreburgh City and with its coal mine down south of the city. He will give you TM76, which is Stealth Rock, and also when you do actually earn the first gym badge, you will then have access to learn and use, well actually you can actually learn any Pokemon with Rock Smash, but you can now finally use it to any of your Pokemon that learn it. I'm just really out of breath for doing that because that was very stressful against his Pokemon. So I do apologise if I lost the first gym badge, but it's never a shame to lose to a very strong trainer such as Roark. I did mention like taking on the gym leaders in this game is not going to be easy. You may find like using certain strategies might be a little bit more easier for yourself. And yeah, so we do have the first gym badge. What I'm about to show you can only be seen at least on your bottom screen if you were to be playing on the emulator or the DS. If you go to your trainer card, let me just come out of the Pokemon Center just for a second. If you go to your trainer card, which I believe, just 1 second, I'm just going to change this around because as you can probably tell, Zephyr and Sparky didn't get no action during this episode, so I do apologise. So if you go to your trainer card by clicking on your name, you'll see your stats, see how long you've been playing for, and Pokédex score, and your money, your ID number. Your ID number and your name may come into use a little bit down the line. It'll keep record of your money, but on the bottom screen you'll actually see, how do I say this? You'll see all the different gym leaders' faces, and if you press a button, it will actually flip open the badges that you've collected, and you'll be able to see what the coal badge looks like. What I might try and do eventually down the line is when I've collected hopefully all 8 gym badges, I will actually show you what they look like if you've never seen them before. but the recording of this will actually take a little bit more of a step to do. Now there's one more thing I want to show you in this episode before we call it a day. If you come up north onto Route 207, which was something I did mention in the last episode that I will try and show you. Unfortunately, we can't actually go up that way because that's a big pile of mud and you need actually a bicycle to do it. Here on this route you can actually find a Machop, and the reason why I'm trying to find a Machop is because if you did remember, I wanted to try and show you an in-game trade. A nice thing on this route is you can also find a Ponyta. This is actually a Fire-type Pokemon introduced in the first generation. And yeah, if you didn't pick up Chimchar, I would say pick up Ponyta. I'm not going to be picking up Ponyta just because I actually do have a set mind of a Fire-type Pokemon I kind of want to use a little bit more. Naturally, this is actually a decent physical attacker, so I do like Ponyta. It's just something I'm not going to be picking up just because I want to be using something else. I'm not going to spoil it because I'd rather just wait until I do find that other Fire-type Pokemon. One item that you can actually find on Route 207 is a Pokeball. Just up there, as you can probably see in the top area of my screen, is some berries. In order to get there, we'll have to show you that later on. So here's a Machop. It's level 5. I think it probably will be low leveled, so shouldn't be too hard to capture because if you do have strong Pokemon by now, I mean you do have a first gym badge by now, you can actually do this before collecting the first gym badge. It's something I just like to show after the gym badge usually because it's much easier to do. Just weaken the Machop with one attacking move, you shouldn't take it out, and throw your Pokeball. And yeah, there we go. We just caught Machop. If you make your way now back down to the Oreburgh City, oh man, I'm just like really upset because I lost my first badge, or my first battle against Roark. It was a bit embarrassing just to lose the first badge, but luckily we did make up for it by beating him for the second time around. So make your way back down to the Oreburgh City. I just have to try and remember which house it was that we initially found the trainer that we can trade with. I think it might be in this first one here. Let's just go inside for a second. And it's one of these people, I think it might be this lady just over here. Listen, do you have a Pokemon called Machop? Yes, I do. Okay, so we're about to trade the Machop for the Abra. During this trading section, you'll see some pretty cool animation on the bottom screen. It will eventually flicker up onto the top screen. Just give it a second. You probably, yeah, there you go. The animation will just take into effect now. Ooh, Pokeball flying through the air. It's like magic. Oh yeah. So this is usually the animation that you will probably see if you were to be trading online as well. So there you go. We just saw the Abra. It's about to fall from the sky into the palm of our DS, because that's Nintendo's logic of way of showing things these days. So here we go, we've got an Abra, and Hillary sent over Kaza. Abra named Kaza. I don't get that nickname, but if that's what she wanted to name her Abra, I guess that's what she will probably have to name it. So taking a look at the Abra, it will be the same level that you trade over the Machop, and that does apply to any of the in-game trades. It has a quiet nature, holding an Orange Berry, and it has the ability of Synchronize, which is pretty cool. So yeah, any form of like status on the Abra will be passed on to the other Pokemon. So guys, I'm going to leave it off here for today. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.